Welcome to Wild on Design, presented by Women in Luxury Design and the Pacific Design Center. I'm Jennifer Convy. I'm the host. I'm also director of Women in Luxury Design. Today, we're super excited because, well, we have quite the international stunning brand to talk about. We're going to talk to Tidelli. Tidelli is a Brazilian stunning, exquisite outdoor furniture brand that has global appeal. They have incredible versatility, and what keeps them in demand is their constant expanding. We have a very international topic today, international brand, and international guests. I love that Tidelli incorporates superstar designers, such as the two guests we have here today. We're going to talk to Érika Santos, style director of Tidelli, with our two superstar friends and interior designers who have new lines with Tidelli. We're going to meet everyone right now. First of all, Érika Santos with Tidelli, Cesar, Giraldo, superstar interior designer, Sami Hayek, also a superstar interior designer. Welcome, everybody. Hi.
Hello, hello. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Wow. So I just have a plain old American accent. You guys are representing such a global, colorful world. Érika, you're from Brazil, as is Tidelli, and Cesar from Colombia, correct?
Correct.
And Sami from Mexico.
Yes.
Fantastic. Let's dive into this. Érika Santos, I'm going to start with you first. You actually were and are still a superstar. You're a blogger, lifestyle influencer. You're a fashion influencer, and you have 1.5 million followers. Wow. Tell me and tell all of us how you and Tidelli came together. It's very smart on their part, but how was that journey? What happened, and how did that collaboration happen?
So I'm living in Los Angeles since two years now, and I met Tatiana, the owner of Tidelli, here in Los Angeles, and we immediately felt the energy between us. She's a visionary, she's open, she has this crazy mind, and she created Tidelli like 34 years ago, you know. And yeah, now we are collaborating together, we are working together, we are creating new lines together, and has been such a journey, you know, such a journey.
Such a journey, and so much product, and so many variations and exciting colors. And that's what I love about Tidelli when I first came into it. So all of you reside here in Los Angeles now. Tidelli has showrooms all over the world, of course, many in California, and of course, quite a few in Los Angeles and Southern California specifically. So I want to talk to both of you, Cesar and Sami. You guys are good friends, right? You know each other already before Tidelli.
Sort of.
He's also.
It depends on the weather, you know. If it's good weather, Sami and I
kidding.
know each other. Yeah.
Only when I have to bear with him, I deal with it.
That's it.
Usually
I need a bottle of mezcal before I see Sami. So when I have it, then I can go meet with him.
Oh, come on. Now people don't know you're kidding.
No, Jennifer, it started like that. Like, I was drinking mezcal to be able to bear with this person, and he was doing the same. And then we decided to drink mezcal together just to bear, each other.
And that worked. Hey, whatever works.
Whatever works.
We became amigos. Yes.
Amigos. I was like, wait, didn't one of you just send flowers to somebody? I think you're playing this down. You're good friends. Tell me, if you would, who started the Tidelli connection? Because each of you have a line in the Latina collection, right, Érika?
Yes, Latina collection.
Right. Who started it?
Cesar had a relationship with Tidelli, and he was very generous to invite me to also become part of the team, which I think is very nice. Often in the interior design world, and in general in design, for whatever reason, there's some resistance. But I think it's not correct, because I believe that it will be very encouraging if we all have the same resources, because then it pushes you to really do the best creative self from yourself, right? To to become almost a scientist in just focusing in your own creativity, and then there's no other one like you. So Cesar was very generous. Thank you very much, Cesar, to introduce me to Tidelli, which is a very kind gesture, especially in the design world in general. You don't see this gesture so often, unfortunately. Most designers are very jealous about their sources and about their clients, etc. And it was very nice of Cesar. And we have helped each other many times. You could think that we're competitors, but we don't see us as such. There's so many uh, opportunities for everyone, and everybody should develop their own style, and you should be paired up with the proper clients and projects. So be it as it may, thank you, Cesar. And to answer your question, it was him who started the whole Tidelli voyage.
I love this.
This is what I bought you flowers today, Sami. Sorry to interrupt.
Here, I have some flowers for you too. Look.
Or like this.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yes.
All right, so Sami, I love you for saying that. It's something I believe truly, and you're absolutely right. This industry, the design industry, used to be, and I think it is changing, but yes, very proprietary, like keeping their own recipes. People were afraid to share and collaborate, as if it took away something from you, or competition or jealousy. I have seen that, and I've seen it change. Case in point, you guys are a great example of that. Running a business networking group as I do, Women in Luxury Design, and also being in this industry, we're stronger for the collaborations. We believe in community rather than competition. That's where the strength is. And you guys are all of you are such a perfect example of sort of a international collaboration and friendships. And we're going to hear a little bit more about the journey, for instance, the campaign and photo shoots and things in your lines in particular. So Cesar, tell me about, well, he's giving you credit. Sami's giving you credit. Very sweet of you to be so generous with your connections to Tidelli. Did you both launch your collaborations with Tidelli at the same time, or was it one after the other? I'm asking for a reason.
At the same time, both at the same time. Yes. But also prior to the whole thing, and again, Sami and I are very dear friends. We've known each other for quite a few years. So there was also a lot of comfort, between us. And there was a project with Tidelli that we ended up it did not come through. But when that project was going on, Sami and I, decided to work together on that project. And I said, hey, Sami, I think the perfect line would be Tidelli. But because we ended up not doing that project, he got to meet, still through the process, he got to meet Tatiana, he got to meet everyone at Tidelli. And then that's when the whole conversation came up that we will do a line together. And at the time, it wasn't called the Latina collection. We just didn't, Tatiana was just sort of brainstorming with the whole idea. And then the Latina collection came up, the name. And then one time, Sami and I were having mezcal, and then we said, well, should we call it? And he said, I'm going to call mine Veracruz. And I said, I'm going to call mine Medellin, of course, our hometowns. And I think it was a good combination to bring that up.
I love it. Right, Erika, this is fantastic. So you have Sami, you have the Veracruz line, Mexico, and you have the Medellin. I'm not saying it as beautifully as you say it, your hometowns. And those are the names of the collections. I would love for each of you, anybody jump in. Erika, explain in your own words, what makes Tidelli so unique? It's got the colored ropes and it's so versatile. I mean, I can say those things, but if you would, just tell us a brief scenario of what makes Tidelli so special and why working with designers like this and creating new lines is so exciting.
So Tidelli, it's a family-based company. They have a lot of feelings around all that they do. They are very open, and the slogan of the company, if it's not funny, it's not sustainable. So as life, as marriage, as everything. So it's fun. It
has to be fun.
yeah, and there is this energy that flows, that they are always open, that they are always allowing things to happen. And of course, it's a huge big industry right now. They are so huge right now, but 34 years ago, Tatiana launched this from her first design with everything. So now they have more than 1,000 people in the factory, and there are more than 42 showrooms just in Brazil. And it's amazing. It's just amazing because they are very open to new ideas, to new forms of marketing.
That's the key to
Yeah.
success and
Yeah.
longevity,
Yeah.
to stay open. So just to clarify, every piece is made in Brazil.
Yeah,
correct?
every piece is customized, everyone. So you can choose from 100 colors of rope, 100 colors of aluminum, 20 kinds of stones and materials to do your own furniture. So it's always special, one of a kind, and
One of a kind and customized.
handmade.
I love the chair you're in, by the way.
Yeah,
Stunning.
and
She's in the showroom.
it's handmade. It's done one by one, you know. So it's a very
Yeah.
beautiful process, made from
Very
people
beautiful.
to people. Yeah, with a lot of
Yeah.
love.
Sammy, you, well, each of you, Cesar and Sammy, each of you, have your thriving, extremely successful design businesses. Sammy, I know you have a furniture line before you had this outdoor furniture line, Veracruz, with the Latina collection with Tidelli. Can you explain and share a little bit about the journey, any surprises or challenges doing an outdoor furniture line, which is new for you?
Yeah, it's always challenging because obviously the weather. Furniture are complex because they're mini structures. They have to endure a lot of stress, and you have to calculate not only someone sitting on it, but hopefully someone sitting on the person sitting on the chair, for example. So there's two people on it. Then there's movement. They're mini structures. So that's challenging in its own. Then when you expose the furniture to the weather, the sun, obviously, the rain,
Elements.
the wind, the minerals, etc., that takes a whole different shape. And this is why I really appreciated the collaboration with Tidelli, because they were incredibly open to accommodate the wants and needs, and they are very vertical. So for instance, if you want, and it happened, I wanted a specific detail in aluminum, they can go ahead and do their own extrusion right there inside the factory. Or they want to customize whatever in aluminum. It could be the rope, it could be the thread, it could be the stone. So the customization and the verticality that they have inside the factory made it very, very fun. And like you say, it is challenging to do outdoor furniture, but with these resources, it really turned into something more fun.
So Sammy, you design furniture line. You have furniture lines before, but not an outdoor furniture line. How would you describe the Veracruz line? This is from your hometown. Describe it aesthetically for us, and then tell us what surprises you had once the line was launched.
So there's a couple of things happening in parallel. One is an ongoing theme that I keep exploring, which is the combination of our cultures, meaning, Colombia, Brazil, Mexico. There's a lot of fun, there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of color, and then I like to combine those ideas with more structured ones, like in the United States or some countries of Europe. So merging that combination, I think, becomes a great balance. The line has the base is very stable, very grounded, and then it receives a more colorful and more playful scenario. And it's an analogy for the two cultures. Now, I wanted to control the palette. That's just the inertia to say, no, this is the colors. And I struggle a lot with Tidelli, especially with Erika.
They're very colorful.
Yeah. But I wanted to control the palette, and then with the time, I realized the brand has this policy that, you know, designers could use any color in any material available, which really drove me a little bit of, you know, insane.
Sure.
But then I relaxed. Then after the launch, I've been seeing some of the combinations that designers have been building. I've been very pleasantly surprised because I've seen some combinations that I would have never thought of, and that I wish I would have thought of because they turn out great. So
That's the versatility. Right.
That's also one of the
I love it. So it's not just colors, colorful, but you can also do neutral tones too, neutral on neutral. And, you know, you really, really do have the versatility. And I love it that, you know, other people will come up with other combinations, color combinations. Yeah, I like to say, you know, designers are, you know, yeah, it's hard to release control, let go of control. We're all a little bit control freaks, or as I like to say, attention to detail. We're just very, very attached to attention to detail. Cesar, how is you, in your own words, describe your Medellin collection? What's the aesthetic of your collection versus Veracruz?
Yeah, I mean, I have to add a little bit to what Sami was saying in terms of the color, because that was also a big challenge for me, you know, to make sure I was, I had to say I was a control freak, because Tatiana and I went into a good boxing match, but Tatiana is very open too and very welcoming. It was you know, Medellin, let's just say Colombia, then Medellin, and then me. You know, we're a very colorful culture. And Medellin has a festival. You know, the whole inspiration was to around the flower festival that Medellin has every year, which is super colorful, of course, all the flowers. And that was my idea with the line. I wanted to have super popsicle colors, very bright, which in fact, the hot pink is the first time that Tidelli has a hot pink. Tidelli never had a hot pink. Because when you pay attention to the rope, it's usually a combination of 3 colors or 4 colors. The machines, the threads, it's very, very skinny, you know, threads of rope.
Fibers.
And it comes into, you know, 3 or 4 colors is in 1 color. And I did not want that. I just wanted a completely to be, every color to be obviously 1 color and super bright. And Tidelli, that was not what Tidelli had in mind. But it all came out, you know, very nice. I was super happy. At least what Sami was saying too, you know, I was very surprised with some of the, because what Tidelli offers in their website, that they can, you know, anybody can create any color composition that they want. And, but for me, I wanted to have a lot of control for press, for all of that, those first initial, you know, colors, they had to be the colors that I wanted to be, but, and they did it. It all came out wonderful.
Did it. I'm glad you mentioned press. Boy, oh boy, you guys, all of you, Tidelli, Cesar, Sami, you all have so much press. The photographs are stunning. You have videos. Let's talk about the shoot that you did in the church, Cesar, Erika. How did that come about? Do you guys plan these things in detail? I mean, how did you come up with that? And didn't you just sort of accidentally wind up in there?
Well, do you want me, Erika?
Sure, either, both of you, chime in.
You know what? It was a very interesting situation, because Sami and I were supposed to go together, but Sami drank too much mezcal the night before, so he lost his flight. And so I got to Brazil, and you know, there was a location. Actually, there was a location for Sami's Veracruz line, because his designs are very modular, and so you can actually build as long as you want, and which is fantastic. And the middle of the courtyard of this beautiful castle, that was like the biggest space for Sami's line, because it was perfect for it. So I was lucky that he drank too much mezcal, so he was not able to go, but still he got that beautiful spot, the courtyard. So when I was there, I thought, because my line is not modular, my line is the poltronas, the tables, the ottomans, the sofas, you know, 3-seaters, 4-seaters.
We're seeing all the images here while we're talking.
So then there was a church, Erika, right? The church was closed. And I asked, you know, Erika and Tatiana, I need to see this church. This church, I want to see inside. They said, no, it's closed for now. We cannot open it. And finally, they opened the church, which San Anthony and San Francis are inside, the two saints. And then we empty the entire church. We moved all the benches out. And that's how I found the main photo for Medellin. I say I have San Antonio on my left and I have San Francisco on my right, and Medellin is in the middle. And that's how that shot came together. And
It's stunning.
yeah,
It's collaborative discovery, I
Right,
guess. It was meant to be.
We were talking earlier about collaborating or with colleagues. My wife was pregnant when we had to go to Brazil. COVID was crazy, and you know, there was a big chance I was not going to be able to come back in and be quarantined for 14 days. And my wife said, absolutely not.
Yeah.
But you know, besides the fact that I trust Erika, I trust Cesar very much with aesthetic and with style. And he was again generous enough again to babysit the photo shoot for my collection as well. So there's great benefits of having great friends within your colleagues and
Right.
Watching your back and
all around.
So
it's very encouraging to try to help each other out.
it's fantastic. So you were not hungover on mezcal.
Yes,
You
I
have a 3-year-old, a 3-month-old now.
Yes, I was hangover with mezcal, but that's not the reason why I didn't.
That's not the reason he didn't go. Okay, so it's both reasons are true. Okay.
Let me tell something curious about the photo shooting, because it was for me, I always worked with fashion. So I was doing styling for fashion shows in São Paulo Fashion Week. I was fashion correspondent for L'Official magazine, doing all the major fashion weeks around and etc. So it was the first time I was doing production for furniture. So when I arrived there was like 12 trucks of furniture, and said, Erika, what's now? I said, wow, let's do it. And I was there with Cesar. It was crazy, right, Cesar? We had more than 30 people carrying things for us and making all that happen. Tati super open. She came just for the first scene. After the first scene, she even didn't want to come to see if it was okay or not. She just leave us to work, and it was really, really amazing.
She trusted you.
And the team, we had an amazing team there, and it was amazing.
I think Erika did a fantastic, sorry, Jen, but I think you did a fantastic job, Erika, in putting the whole thing together. It was beautifully, I mean, really well executed. It was a chaos. I mean, there was so many people, so many trucks, photographers, you know,
right.
Video, 3 drones, it was 6 photographers.
Production, very big.
Right, huge production. How long, Erika, did that production take from beginning to end?
This was 15 days photo shooting with 6 photographers, 3 drones. Is all more than 30 people in the team. It was huge. And it was in the first house of Brazil. First house of Brazil. This castle, Garcia d'Ávila, is the first house that was built in Brazil when they discovered Brazil 500 years ago. It's a very special location. Yeah.
Very special. And it's beautifully done and well worth the effort. Thank you guys. So just in closing, I just want to know, what's on the horizon for each of you? Erika, Tidelli, what's on the horizon for Tidelli?
We just launched Latina collection in Brazil and here, so soon we will have it here in America too. We are just so excited because we are selling already, even if people didn't touch or didn't saw in person the collections, we are already selling so much. So we are very happy, we are very excited to show Cesar and Sami collections. They are really amazing. And we just want to have them around us and create new stories together. They are friends now. We are like huge, big family together. And we have lots of more to happen.
Fabulous. Well, I can't wait to see the furniture line in person soon at the Pacific Design Center.
Yes.
for instance, where you are right now in the showroom. We can't wait. We'll have a big opening. We'll do something, right? Cesar, besides Tidelli or with Tidelli, what's on the horizon for you right now coming up? Anything you can talk about or share?
Sure. Yeah, there is a rad collaboration that I'm doing right now, indoor and outdoor. It should come out hopefully in December, January. I'm very happy about this collection. It came out very beautiful. And just, projects, blessed, to have a few projects going on. And it's an ongoing thing that.
Yeah, you're always busy.
Yeah.
Congrats on the collection.
We keep ourselves very boutique-ish. We're very small, but we like to, grab as much as we can. So that's fun. But for now, the next collaboration is a rad collaboration, which is
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. We'll be on the lookout for that as well. And Sammy, okay, wait, you're busy because you have a 3-month-old and a 2-year-old.
Yes.
But
Indeed.
besides that,
Well, I always keep the studio very flexible. We do products, we do furniture, interiors, we do airplanes, we do. Right now, I just finished a building in Mexico. We're doing 2 homes in Los Angeles. I'm finishing a building in Playa del Carmen as well.
beautiful.
So it's always very diverse all the time, and I'm very excited for the collaboration with Tidelli. Very, very excited. I can't wait for the furniture to be there. And in my house, my wife is like, wait a minute, you designed this furniture and where is it? I don't see it. I need it. It's like, come on.
We need it here now.
The most important project, bring Tidelli furniture into my house as
In
soon
your
as possible.
house, so you have something to sit on. Yes.
I have some very very custom pieces done in anodized aluminum. There's these tables that I'm very excited about,
Very
with
exciting.
stone legs, etc. So
Okay.
I like the day when I work in many different scales of projects at the same time, and that's the way it's been for a long time now.
Well, thank you everybody so much. Érika Santos with Tidelli, Cesar, Giraldo, also designing with Tidelli, and Sami Hayek. It has been a pleasure. Thank you so very much. We can't wait to see the line. We can't wait to get back in the showroom in the Pacific Design Center or any of the others in the world that you have. We'll be on the lookout for the Latina collection, the Veracruz, and the Medellin at Tidelli. Okay. All right. We'll see you guys next time on the next episode of W.I.LD Design. Thank you so much, Pacific Design Center. We love you. We love you, Tidelli, Cesar, Giraldo, and Sami Hayek. We'll catch you later. Thank you, PHX Architecture, Monogram, and Cambria. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jen. Ciao.
Ciao.